Man, it's been too long. Man, it seems like almost been a week and a half since I posted something. This past week and a half, we just started back up in school, man. It's a lot of moving parts. Man, a lot of stress. Started my credential program. I'm teaching, learning a whole new curriculum that I got to teach. Getting into these special education IEPs, just a whole new ball game for me. And never taught this way, and never had to be a part of what I'm doing now. So it definitely feels good to be back on here and to have this conversation that we have. So welcome back to the Crypto's Key conversation. Man, like, so good to be back. There's been a lot of moving stuff going on. Uh, I'm just gonna make this one brief. It's been a while. I feel a little rusty. I'm actually kind of nervous. That's kind of strange, but I wanted to just cover a few topics here in regards of this another monumental thing that's happened within the space for us. It says just in U.S. Congressman Warren Davidson calls to fire SEC Chair Gary Gensler following Grayscale's win against the SEC. So there we go. JD's talked about it. I know he just put up a video earlier talking about it. I mean, this was predicted, especially based off of all the evidence, what they say, facts and all the stuff that we have to kind of speculate and build an opinion on. The legal minds were all over this. And as you can see, as we continue to go on, I think Stuart Alderati and some other person was talking about, this is the long game. We're just compounding strength for the rest of the industry to be able to defend themselves and create some sort of framework and just rule book, if you will, for this space to actually have a chance to innovate and flourish. And that's what we need. This is huge. And it's a great feeling to be a part of the XRP community and to, have fought the good fight this entire time. We're going to continue to fight the good fight. And, the big monumentous Ripple versus SEC versus Ripple case and XRP community winning that. And hopefully that comes to a conclusion soon in general. But man, this is really a good feeling to see this. And I know if I'm coming over here looking at CoinGecko, I mean, we're up almost 4% on the day, as of, what time is it? 8:30 p.m. out here in California time. But yeah, this is huge. Coming over here, Stuart Alderati's responding to CoinDesk. CoinDesk says, breaking, an appeals court has ordered the SEC to review its rejection of Grayscale's Bitcoin ETF bid, potentially opening the door to an approval. So we speculated and talked on this channel based on evidence that's out there. We know it's just a matter of when we get a spot Bitcoin ETF, not if, especially because BlackRock's in and all the other applications had pretty much followed suit as to how, they orchestrated and applied in their application. So this thing can happen. I mean, as soon as close to the end of the year, January, they even talking about March. It's going to happen. So what do you think is going to happen when all that capital that can come in and they actually have to hold, as we would say, physical, Bitcoin? It's not, some futures. This is a spot ETF. What happens to all that capital that comes in? It doesn't just stay in Bitcoin. It's going to trickle into, the rest of the digital assets. That's kind of how it works. It's huge. And that's not even, counting all the other benefits, the growth in particular for us, when it comes to XRP and Ripple, the growth and expansion and scaling and, development and use case. Like, this happens to all the digital asset projects out there that actually have true, real world use case and that are truly set out to solve a real world problem. And they're continuing to build, during these, as we would say, bear times or harder times. What's going to happen whenever we are in that, as we say, a spec bull market? What happens when it's not speculation anymore? It's based on, utility and real use case. And then we have those bull markets. I mean, this future is super bright, and I'm super excited about it, man. And you know what? We deserve it. The ones that's really been grinding in here, contributing, putting out content, investing. I mean, everybody. Whoever's investing their hard-earned money and really trying to make a difference in their family's lives, especially financially. I mean, we earn this. We got to continue to fight the good fight. Without me rambling some more, Stu Alderati says the SEC is getting battered in the court. In our case, it's been proven wrong. Been called hypocritical, lacking the faith allegiance to the law, fined for discovery abuses, and now another distinguished court saying it's arbitrary and capricious. That's a really big deal. Hey, let's go. JD even speaks on it. JD says, big win. Congrats to Caitlin Long. So the Federal Reserve lost its motion to dismiss yesterday. Custodian Bank can move forward with its plausible claims. We win in the court. First, it was Ripple and XRP. Cadent Longs and Custodians Bank won a battle as well today. Grayscale won. Reminder, the crypto is winning the long game. There we go. JD said it. All we need is a massive Coinbase victory on its MTD, and Gary Gensler will be done. I mean, Chairman Gensler and SC are getting rocked. I mean, all that, overregulation by enforcement that they were trying to do, trying to, bully the little guy, if you will, or a little person, if you will. I guess you can't say a little person. I guess, just bullying people, right? Trying to shake them out, as we say, and they know they can't fight back type thing. Now you got people that can fight back against you. And what's happening? You're taking L's. Crazy. Eleanor Tarrant had put this up, says, quote, today the DC Circuit ruled in favor of Grayscale in our lawsuit challenging the SEC's decision denying GBTC, so that's Grayscale's Bitcoin trust, conversion to an ETF. This is a monumental step forward for American investors, the Bitcoin ecosystem, and all those who have been advocating for Bitcoin exposure through the added protections of an ETF wrapper. The Grayscale team and our legal advisors are actively reviewing the details outlined in the court's opinion and will be pursuing next steps with the SEC. We will share more information as soon as practicable. Tim's lost again. XRP Crypto Wolf deserves a spot ETF. Yeah, absolutely. Fought the good fight. Keep fighting. Okay, just a quick little shift here. Actually, let me touch on this right here. Altcoin Daily had put this up, and I thought this was interesting. It says banks don't like Bitcoin, taxis don't like Uber, hotels didn't like Airbnb, stores didn't like Amazon, theaters didn't like Netflix. Okay, I see where they were going here with this, and I think it's interesting. I mean, when it comes to crypto digital assets, there was a lot of scrutiny, a lot of hate, and there were certain projects that got certain favors and backdoor deals and free passes, as we say in our community. But hey, I think just in general, crypto in general will be on this list. You could say the powers that be don't like crypto, or put any other word in there, and we're going to be right. I mean, we're proven right already to a certain degree. This is crazy. We're literally on the right side of history when it comes to this, especially if you're like into solid projects. Like my portfolio, I've literally over the years really funneled my, took a lot of losses in certain digital assets and then funneled it into, as I would say, more reasonable in I guess you can say, what we could say, equitable or smart. So we'll just say that it's just smarter decisions for myself, and I really feel like our time is really near, and the future's bright. DAI had put this up. It says, quote, there is no delay in the IPO. PitchBook ranked Ripple at a 98% chance of IPO. This is Linda P. Jones, and he put the eyes. I mean, we know it's showtime, man. It's just a matter of when this thing goes, and I know Ripple's gonna do their thing. They're gonna scale. Brad Garlinghouse, Chris Larson, all those guys, and all their team over there is brilliant. Trying to do things the right way, and obviously there's a lot of scrutiny, but hey, they're gonna keep fighting, and it's gonna be glorious. If you got into some Ripple private equity, man, shout out to you. Because I ain't an accredited investor. I'm just tell you straight up. I'm just I'm a teacher. I mean, yeah, that says it all right there. Just a father to I'm a teacher and trying to change the financial course of my family's life. I mean, that's what I try to convey on this channel. Like, I'm just an everyday dude that enjoys making videos and enjoys the crypto space. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Bearable Bull, do you think it's an accident that 1, BRICS Summit, 2, Grayscale beats SC, 3, B20, 4, Jackson Hole, 5, X and crypto payments is allowed, which I just saw that today, 6, G20, 7, digital euro deadline, 8, Jerome Powell speech, all are happening in synchronistic manner. Big things are coming. I don't know. When Bearable Bull speaks, I kind of lean in a little bit more. I open my eyes a little bit more and really close my mouth a little bit more and really try to dive into kind of what he's going with here and what he talks about. Because I mean, there's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of smart people that do the hard work behind the scenes and try to put together a lot of information as to things. Really, there aren't no coincidences, man. You know what I'm saying? And As DAI says, that goes into the red file, the red folder. And there's a lot of other things that people say in our community, but it's true, man. It's like when you really open your eyes and you really take a step back and try to look at the bigger picture, man, you're like, oh, okay, there ain't no way. Yeah, there ain't no coincidence there. That had to be planned. And quite honestly, just like you guys, I'm just trying to make sure I make the right investment decisions. And hey, stick to my investing strategy and my profit taking strategy and right off in the sunset, man. We're currently sitting at a $1.13 trillion market cap, currently at 4%. Bitcoin sitting at 27,382. Ethereum sitting at 1716. XRP sitting at 53 cents. Man, it is really good to be back. I tried to be as quick as possible on this one. I didn't want to be on here too long. I got to talk all tomorrow. Yeah, I really hope you guys are taking care of yourself out there. There's been a lot going on. Hopefully we get a lot more upside coming in the next few months. I know there's been people speculating about October. Something's happening in October. All right, bring it. We've been through a lot, especially if you've been in this, a couple cycles. We've been through a lot, okay? Bring it. Make sure you come to the Crypto's Key Conversation YouTube channel. Subscribe. Follow us on Twitter at Crypto's Key 1. I really appreciate your support out there, you guys. With all that being said, stay strong out there and be safe.